Hello, I'm Juliette Wilcox. I'm the UK cybersecurity ambassador at the Department for Business and Trade. Well, it's critical, I think. You only have to see the number of cyber attacks that happen to businesses all around the world. And some of these happen for really very, very simple reasons. Some of the basic hygiene that companies need to think about. And if they don't do that, then they're at massive risk of losing money, of losing data, of having some of their products and services or names exposed on the internet, which is going to really undermine their businesses. So having cybersecurity, the ability to protect their most precious assets is absolutely critical for any business, whatever the size. Well, one of the really important things is to know that your company is properly protected, and that means to make sure it's not just the technical team that understand what they're protecting, but everybody in the organisation, because some of the mistakes happen through people, through mistakes, through inadvertently doing something with the system, or through forgetting to renew your password, through giving away things that might make your company vulnerable. And all of these things are about leadership, about understanding your organisation, protecting it properly, making sure that when you do need a technical solution, you're willing to fund that. And that is the responsibility of the senior leadership at the top of the organisation. And in the end, it's their company that they're protecting. And it's their reputation and their financial future and prosperity that is at risk. And really just leaving it to the people who are dealing with the IT is only addressing a very small proportion of the problem. I think the problems facing businesses probably come under a few different headings. One is, do they have people with the right skills to look at the cybersecurity of their organisation? The second is, have they got the investment in mind? Can they think about what they will need to have in place today and in the future, and have they planned that into their business expenditure? Because it's an investment, it's just not an overhead. You need to have planned it in ahead of time. I think the third thing is to think about how they educate and make aware everybody in their organisation of the issues that they're facing, and that requires them to think through some of the training and some of the information that they need people to understand and the way that they go about working. So these are all big issues facing businesses, and especially small ones where they may not have the expertise in-house, so they then need to decide how to find it. I think as cybersecurity starts to take advantage of future technology, I'm thinking about quantum computing and AI, it'll start to automate some of the things that right now require humans to pick up, to understand, to sort of focus on, and sometimes doing that when you've got an enormous amount of data and information in front of you can be really, really difficult. So taking away the need for humans to make all of the decisions to understand everything that's in front of them will actually be critical, because it'll be quick and it'll enable decisions to be made on the basis of absorbing an enormous amount of information. So I think that will enhance and indeed make it possible for cybersecurity to be accessible to all businesses, not just the ones that have found an expert who can carry out some of those functions for them.